On this episode of Renewable Energy Reality Check, we discuss supply chains, advanced tech, and energy infrastructure. The aftermath of global disruption, regional conflicts, and energy infrastructure destruction is like no other in recent history. The year 2026 dawns a new world of irrevocable power, altering changes and shifting global realities. This is not simply a loosening and resisting of struggling powers. It's a deep ongoing situation, and its unsettling global economic advancement, a recalibration of supply chains, a redefining of energy security can only delay an ever accelerated march towards the electrified future. This pivotal juncture has displacing vulnerabilities exposing their true economic impacts. To understand this new era, we must look beyond the immediate headlines and examine the structural shifts redefining our global technological advancement. The post-conflict landscape is characterized by a cautious geopolitical realignment. A fragile détente has emerged with a partial normalization of trade and a measured resumption of Iranian exports, albeit under stringent oversight. This delicate balance has seen a pragmatic easing of tensions between traditional rivals, fostering regional trade restoration even as underlying competitions persist. Into this evolving dynamic, China and Russia have woven themselves deeper, leveraging reconstruction efforts to secure energy access and solidify new trade corridors. These alliances aren't just friendly and transactional, they are foundational to alternative supply routes, subtly bypassing established Western-centric pathways. This shift in influence is not just about oil, it's about the control of the infrastructure that will power the next century. Economically, presents a nuanced picture. Global GDP growth, while present, is tempered by the lingering geopolitical risks emanating from the Middle East. Inflationary pressures, though stabilized from their earlier peaks, remain sensitive to the ebb and flow of energy prices. Brent crude, for instance, has found a new equilibrium, reflecting a cautious increase in supply coupled with an enduring risk premium. Yet, amidst this volatility, a quiet revolution in supply chain resilience is underway. Diversification efforts, coupled with the adoption of advanced digital technologies, are steadily fortifying global networks, even as critical choke points continue to demand vigilance. Perhaps one of the most compelling narratives of this new era is the ascendance of Africa and North Africa as a vital energy and mineral frontier. The disruptions in Middle Eastern energy exports have acted as a powerful accelerant, spurring the development of extensive land-based LNG transport corridors. Consider the Trans-Saharan gas pipeline, connecting Nigeria's abundant gas reserves through Niger to Algeria's export infrastructure, poised for operation by late, or the Eastern Corridor, extending from Mozambique's LNG facilities through Tanzania and Kenya into Sudan and Egypt, facilitating overland transport to Mediterranean terminals. These are not just infrastructure projects, they are arteries of a new energy landscape, attracting significant investment and fundamentally altering global LNG flows. Parallel to this, the relentless global pursuit of decarbonization has intensified the demand for critical minerals. Lithium, cobalt, nickel, and rare earth elements, the very sinews of electrification, are driving a new scramble for resources. African nations, endowed with these riches, are actively expanding their land corridors. The Libido corridor, linking the copper-cobalt belt of the DRC and Zambia to Angola's Atlantic coast, stands as a testament to this shift, offering a more reliable conduit for these essential materials. North African collaborations, forging rail and road links to Mediterranean ports, further underscore the continent's strategic importance. These developments are not just about extraction. They are about Africa asserting greater strategic autonomy, reducing global dependency on volatile maritime choke points, and fostering robust intracontinental trade. The demand for critical minerals remains insatiable, fueled by the accelerating global energy transition. While traditional mineral powerhouses continue their roles, the post-Iran conflict environment has profoundly influenced strategic sourcing decisions, prioritizing diversification and resilience above all else. The global distribution of these vital resources, from the lithium triangle of South America to the cobalt-rich regions of the DRC, and China's dominance in rare earth refining, underscores a complex web of dependencies. The conflict has, however, spurred a concerted effort to untangle these threads. Strategic sourcing has become paramount. Nations and corporations are actively seeking stable jurisdictions, channeling investments into African mining projects and North American critical mineral ventures. This drive for self-sufficiency has also ignited a surge in recycling and urban mining technologies, with lithium-ion battery recycling witnessing a significant year-over-year increase. Furthermore, major economies have initiated robust critical mineral stockpiling programs, bolstering their reserves against future disruptions. This global re-evaluation of mineral supply is not merely about securing resources, it is about building a more resilient foundation for the electrified future. Asia remains an undeniable powerhouse in the global technology and health sectors, demonstrating remarkable adaptability in the face of post-conflict challenges. In the realm of batteries, China, South Korea, and Japan continue to exert considerable influence, controlling a substantial portion of the global processing capacity for lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Yet, the energy cost increases stemming from the conflict have prompted a strategic pivot. Manufacturers are now accelerating the development of alternative battery chemistries, such as sodium ion, which promise reduced reliance on scarce critical minerals. The pursuit of solid-state battery technology, offering enhanced energy density and safety, further illustrates this drive for innovation and resilience. The semiconductor industry, heavily concentrated in Asia, faced its own set of vulnerabilities. Elevated energy costs and risks to shipping routes pose significant threats. In response, leading Asian fabrication plants in South Korea and Taiwan have intensified investments in LNG import terminals and renewable energy, contracts securing stable power sources. China has also been intruding policy to sell less critical minerals and other critical components in light of new global economic activities. A concerted push towards regionalization is also evident, with increased onshoring and nearshoring of chip production within Asia. Strategic alliances, such as the Asian Semiconductor Alliance, are emerging to bolster supply chain security and foster technological collaboration, ensuring Asia's continued leadership in this critical domain. In the pharmaceutical sector, a notable shift is underway. While China maintains its position as a key producer of active pharmaceutical ingredients, the China Plus strategy has gained traction. India and Southeast Asian nations are emerging as vital alternative hubs for API and medicine production, driven by the imperative to diversify supply and ensure the continuous availability of essential healthcare products in a volatile global environment. Pakistan and India has been compelled to recalibrate its energy policies in the wake of the conflict. India, historically reliant on Iranian crude, has aggressively diversified its LNG imports and accelerated its renewable energy transition. Its solar PV manufacturing capacity has seen substantial growth, and renewables now constitute a significant portion of its installed power. This push is supported by smart grid projects and battery storage, aligning with India's ambitious net zero targets. Pakistan, facing similar supply disruptions, has strengthened its energy ties with Central Asia and significantly improved rural electrification rates through solar microgrids and mini hydro projects. Foreign direct investment is now flowing into its renewable sector, targeting substantial installation capacities. While direct energy collaboration between these two nations remains a sensitive political issue, multilateral regional forums are fostering broader infrastructure cooperation. The development of cross-border electricity trade and smart grid investments are crucial steps towards enhancing regional energy, security, and resilience, weaving a more interconnected and stable energy fabric across South Asia. The enduring impact of the Iran conflict is perhaps most acutely felt in the transformation of global shipping and logistics. The Strait of Hormuz, a persistent choke point, continues to command a risk premium, driving shipping insurance costs higher. This reality has necessitated the increased utilization of alternative, often longer, routes such as the Cape of Good Hope. Even the Northern Sea Route, once a distant prospect, is seeing increased summer traffic as a viable alternative between Asia and Europe. To navigate these complexities, the logistics sector has embraced digital solutions with unprecedented speed. Blockchain tracking and AI-enabled dynamic routing are now integral to supply chain management, enhancing transparency and resilience. This era of disruption has also catalyzed innovative thinking in energy management. Concepts like vehicle-to-grid, VG technology, and the burgeoning hydrogen economy are gaining traction, offering sophisticated solutions for energy storage and grid stability. The age of electrification is thus not merely a shift in energy sources, but a comprehensive reimagining of how energy is generated, distributed, and consumed globally. The post-Iran conflict world is one of profound change. It is a testament to humanity's capacity for adaptation in the face of adversity. The vulnerabilities exposed have not led to collapse, but to a determined pursuit of diversification, electrification, and regional resilience. From the emerging energy corridors of Africa to the robust tech supply chains of Asia and the ambitious electrification efforts of South Asia, a new global blueprint is being forged. This is a future where strategic partnerships, technological innovation, and a renewed focus on sustainability will define the pathways to a more secure and interconnected world. The journey ahead demands vigilance, but it is also replete with the promise of a more resilient and dynamic global system. That's it for this episode of Renewable Energy Reality Check. If you haven't already liked, comment, and subscribe, and always remember to reach for our star. Take care of one another. See you back here for the next one.